We're rolling.
Ready?
Shooting. Here we go.
East Jersey State Prison in Rahway is not the kind of place you come to voluntarily.
And rolling.
But Sylvester Stallone did for the making of Lawrence Gordon and Charles Gordon's production of Lockup, a TriStar Pictures release directed by John Flynn.
Cut it!
Frank Leone is a model prisoner, finishing the last 6 months in a minimum security prison.
Yo, Frank! What'd you bring me?
Hey, here you go. Go kill yourself.
I thought you were gonna bring me a girl.
Frank Leone he's every man. He's a normal, hardworking man who early in his life made a mistake, and that mistake cost him dearly.
He is looking towards the future.
Hey, Frankie, what's that?
Means everything's okay.
A future he will spend with Melissa, played by Darlene Flugel.
It's also very difficult when somebody is involved in serving a sentence or being away from you, and it's a forced separation. It makes that time together so valuable, so romantic, so intense.
The love there is extremely special because it takes a special breed of person to put up with this.
On your feet, Leone. Take him.
What are you doing here?
You're being transferred.
Transferred where? What the hell?
But his future with Melissa may never come to pass.
Where the hell are we?
Shut up.
Not if the warden has his way.
Welcome to Gateway, Leone.
Drumgool?
That's Warden's Drumgool, convict.
Donald Sutherland plays the revenge-driven, sadistic warden who pulls every legal string to place Leone in his maximum security hell.
Drumgool, his whole life was ruined, everything destroyed, just because one of these people for whom, after living with them for so long, he has nothing but contempt for, outwitted him. It humiliated him.
To get even with Leone, Drumgool takes every opportunity to try to break him.
Name and number.
Leone 510.
You're the only man that ever made it over my wall. You broke the law, and I was punished.
I want to see the goddamn warden.
I paid my debt.
To the state, not to me.
You're dead, Leone.
This is hell. I'm going to give you the guided tour.
Frank doesn't want to become bitter. And his optimism becomes infectious to these people that think life is garbage and that they have nothing to live for anymore. Every day is drudgery.
I wouldn't smoke around this, but it tastes as good as any dollar wine I've ever had.
So he's a mechanic. He starts to repair this car. And in repairing this car, they all find a common purpose.
Nothing's dead till it's buried. Did I tell you that? Yeah!
His philosophy is your body has to be incarcerated behind walls, but your mind is free to go wherever it wants.
You want to stay here? Or you want to go down to Broadway and check out the action?
I want to check out the action, of course.
Shit.
All right.
Then turn left at 42nd Street.
Okay, I got it.
When you go behind those gray walls, there is a sense of doom and closure. It gets into your bones. It's not a joyful place. And you have to create your own myth or joy or fantasy, which is what Frank Leone does.
Lock it up.
Finding the right prison location was no easy task. The filmmaker spent several months visiting 8 maximum security prisons in the United States. But when they came to Rahway, New Jersey, they found the facility that met everyone's requirements.
I think what we got there is something that you can't capture on a backlot, and very few prisons you can capture. I mean, you have to go to a hardcore prison, maximum security, big difference.
All right, let's work. Push it. 1, push it. 2, make it look easy. 3, come on. 4, push it. 5. All right, good money.
When it's cold, we don't have a lot of outside experiences, I worry about the place. Well, this kind of thing is different. The inmates appreciate it. They're looking at it. And it's going to make the colder months go by a little quicker for us.
Who's taller? Who's taller, seriously?
We went in there and people were laying bets that we wouldn't last but a few days. As a matter of fact, there was a certain group that formed a protective shield. You have almost 2,500 men, and we had maybe 30 guards, unarmed. And you just pray that goodwill abounds, and it did.
Not so fast, Ace. I'm not gonna gouge you. That little thing around your neck, that'll buy you a spot for the day. Put a hole in your heart. I think it was frightening. And one night we were locked in the prison after till they got a count, and we were there till about from the time we wrapped at about 5 or 5:30. We were there till 7:30 at night before they let us go.
Gunshot! Gunshot! This is Meisner. Stop firing!
I'm less likely to complain about anything after being in Rahway for 5.5 weeks. Anything's all right with me. The weather, you know, the traffic jams, as long as I'm outside, there's no problem, man.
Time's up. What the hell's the matter with you?
I thought you were our leader.
God damn it, I'm not your leader! This ain't a gang! We're convicts. We're prisoners, we're inmates. You're his too!
All he has is his integrity, his soul and his heart, and his desire to get out, to be with his woman. And that's really what it's about. It's a case of survival under all conditions.
Break me.
He's entertained audiences for years with his tough guy characters caught in seemingly insurmountable circumstances. So it's not surprising to find Stallone on location behind the walls of a real prison for the making of his latest film, Lock Up, directed by John Flynn.
Tony, on your feet. Take it. You're being transferred. Transferred where?
I'm a man who made a mistake and basically was railroaded into jail. And there I am about to undergo a test of strength, will, and intestinal fortitude in a game of wits. There's nothing in this film that any man who sees it could not perform. He's not a Superman. He's a man under the influence of a evil force, which is the warden, and he's in a survival technique. I mean, he's fighting for his life.
You broke the law. You broke the law, and I was punished.
And I got 5 goddamn years and I paid my debt.
To the state, not to me, but you're going to.
He's also a man in love. Hey, what's the matter? We don't look too happy today?
Listen, you're all ready.
She is the only image that keeps him sane throughout this barbaric treatment.
Mastering every area of filmmaking has been the ongoing goal of Stallone's career. He has often worked as actor, producer, director, and writer on many of his projects.
You hook my leg, or with your other hand. You lift it, I'm gone.
It's all part of his need to push himself to his limits, like shooting in a real prison in New Jersey, working with inmates as extras, and doing his own stunts.
I think there has to be a fear factor that this isn't something that we just waltz through. The audience can sense reality. They've seen it all. There's very little that can shock an audience anymore. So I said, let's pick one of the most infamous prisons in the United States, perhaps the world, and that's Rahway.
D-Mark! Yeah, background!
The football game got rough. I'll tell you, there were some major collisions on that football field. I almost broke my leg in this one hit. It was an incredible smack. Oh, Jesus. Either I have walnuts in my pocket or my knee just went. You know, it's a code rack!
Got that? Yeah, we got it.
I lose track of that border of reality and fiction. Sometimes it gets very, very, very dangerous. But I don't know, it becomes frenzy. I really do lose sight that it's a gag or a gimmick or a stunt. I've always been that way. I like to compete against myself.
Medic! Lock it up!
What's it?
Come here, we're gonna repair the toilet.
Donald, in his, whatever warm clothes he's wearing now. Can you come out, please?
Excuse me. Okay. Stepping out. 99C in yellow. Good morning, sir. I don't think that is.
Yes, sir.
The only finally is down. Can't get up. Meister won't let.
Okay, a lot of energy, guys. Make your hits on the line. And rolling. Rolling.
On three.
Hey, Marker.
B Mark.
And background.
Cut in.
Cut it. All right, we're doing 5. Let's do 5. All right, let's crank it up. Let's work. Come on. All right, let's work. Push it. 1, push it. 2, make it look easy. 3, come on. 4, push it. 5. All right, good money. All right. All right, boom. Okay, and background action.
Legs set things real good, almost on one knee if you feel better, you know what I mean? So you go, bang, come right, that's it. And I want you to see, you gotta stand.
Well, I'm coming up.
How you get a fucking cough like that?
Yeah, you gotta get that left, your left leg up.
Yeah, you might have to do like this on this hip.
Real fast.
Straight up, come straight up with it.
Bang.
No, up.
And you just stand for the second time.
Overlap with the hip.
Boom, okay? At that point, you're gonna take it, you're gonna hook my leg, or with your other hand, you lift it, I'm gone. Right? Then, I'm gonna start to get up.
And then crawl. Try to crawl away from him.
Then I'm hurt. All right? You back up. No, you back up.
Oh, back up?
Back up. Give it to me again.
No,
And so,
Ready. And no left. Guys, let's get full ready. Everybody clear. Everybody back. And we'll dust them off. And then we'll do it. Brush it off your heads, guys. Brush it off your heads.
You got a bench right here.
Okay. Gentlemen, spread the group a little bit more, please. Open up, guys. Step back 2 full paces. We'll tighten it in on the shot.
Anytime. Action.
how's that?
Good slide. The cut. One loading back.
Huh?
No
No flashes, please. Anytime. Here we go. Roll camera.
Anytime.
Rolling. Action. Wait, sorry.
It's good.
It's a cut.
Where'd he go? Good.
How was it?
Good.
He was there, he was
Did
gone.
you see him and everything? Yeah, I saw him flying through. You want to do it, do one more protection. A little looser. Yeah. No, I think the size is good slide. Just do the same.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
We love John Amos. We love John Amos.
Appreciate it. Give me
Ain't
some
that
money.
right? We love.
money.
We giving you love. Now you take that and get strong and bring everybody some money back here. Yeah. We hold everything greater than yourself.
We good time.
We love John Amos. Charlie got the camera. This is my man. We love John Amos, man. This is my man. You know what? You love rapping by yourself.
Gunshot! This is Meisner. Stop firing! God damn it, stop firing!
Cut it. Looks pretty good, huh?
Good here.
Frank Leone he's every man. He's a normal, hardworking man who early in his life made a mistake, and that mistake cost him dearly. This woman has been with him throughout the 5 years, or near 5 years of his incarceration. So she stayed by him, and she's a school teacher, and very, very loyal, loving, and highly identifiable. Nothing extraordinary in the sense that she isn't driven to do great things other than make her man happy and live a normal life. So the simplicity of the relationship is very identifiable and an everyday occurrence. But the love there is extremely special because it takes a special breed of person to put up with this. So she's intrinsic to the cohesiveness of the story. Frank doesn't want to become bitter. His philosophy is your body has to be incarcerated behind walls, but your mind is free to go wherever it wants. Now, I know that's simplistic, but that's the way he can get through every day. He looks to the future, he looks to the past, never to the present. He doesn't get hung up on it. And his optimism becomes infectious to these people that think life is garbage and they have nothing to live for anymore. Every day is drudgery. So he's a mechanic. He starts to repair this car. And in repairing this car, they all find a common purpose. One mends the seat, one helps to paint, one works in the engine, and they find purpose in their life. So this car, which is a broken down piece of junk, now becomes a temple of success. There's nothing in this film that any man who sees it could not perform. He's not a Superman. He's a man under the influence of an evil force, which is the warden, and he's in a survival technique. I mean, he's fighting for his life. I think there has to be a fear factor, that this isn't something that we just waltz through. The audience can sense reality. They've seen it all. There's very little that can shock an audience anymore. So I said, let's pick one of the most infamous prisons in the United States, perhaps the world, and that's Rahway. We went in there and people were laying bets that we wouldn't last but a few days because, you know, there's some desperate characters in there. Be whatever their past crimes had been, a lot of them had seen the light and did not want to be perceived on the outside to their families as animals. So they responded very well. And as a matter of fact, they formed, there was a certain group that formed a protective shield. We never used armaments, We never used body armor. There was no protection per se. It was, you have almost 2,500 men, and we had maybe 30 guards, unarmed. And you just pray that goodwill abounds, and it did. The football game got rough. I'll tell you, there were some major collisions on that football field. Eventually, I thought there were some hits in there that are worthy of the NFL. I almost broke my leg in this one hit. It was an incredible smack. I'm going, oh, Jesus. Either I have walnuts in my pocket or my knee just went, you know, just crack. I lose track of that border of reality and fiction, and I want to go for it, and I don't care. I mean, sometimes it gets very, very, very dangerous, but I don't know, it becomes frenzy. I really do lose sight that it's a gag or a gimmick or a stunt. No, no, no. Right now, I really want to win this fight. I really do want to escape, and I don't care what happens. I mean, you go behind those gray walls, there is a sense of doom and enclosure that gets into your bones. It's not a joyful place, and you have to create your own myth or joy or fantasy, which is what Frank Leone does, because these walls, there is no humor there. He doesn't have the guns, he doesn't have the power, he doesn't have anything. All he has is his integrity, his soul, and his heart, and his desire to get out, to be with his woman. And that's really what it's about. It's a case of survival under all conditions.